Next week on Emmerdale, viewers will witness a dramatic showdown between two strong men, Graham Foster and Ross Barton. This battle is not only a power struggle, but also a battle of wits between two strong personalities. Opposites in many ways, but both full of strategy and intrigue. Kim Tate, with her boundless ambition, has decided to recruit Ross as head of security at Home Farm. This is a deliberate move on her part, as Kim wants to create an environment full of conflict to make Graham, who always sees himself as the toughest man, feel threatened. With her cold demeanor and excellent organizational skills, Kim never does anything without reason. Bringing Ross into Home Farm as part of her strategy to attack Graham shows that Kim is willing to do whatever it takes to eliminate her rival. Ross, with his carefree attitude, challenging demeanor, and a touch of cunning, is the perfect piece Kim needs to put pressure on Graham. From the moment Ross steps into Home Farm, the tension between him and Graham was bound to escalate, and it doesn't take long for the conflict between these two men to explode. So what makes Ross such a threat to Graham? First, it's his confidence and fearless attitude. While Graham, with his background in the elite sass, is always calculated and controls his emotions before taking action, Ross is someone who easily expresses his feelings, is arrogant, and doesn't hesitate to show his power. Ross's presence, along with his rebellious attitude, makes Graham feel threatened, not only because of the change in the power structure, but also due to Ross's cocky behavior. Kim has likely calculated that Ross's provocation will get under Graham's skin and expose weaknesses. Their first confrontation starts with a seemingly harmless situation, but quickly escalates into unexpected tension. Ross starts flirting with Dawn Fletcher, a woman Graham has always had an interest in. As someone who works closely with Joe, whom Graham respects, Ross knows exactly how to stir up trouble. Graham immediately warns Ross to stay away from Dawn, but his warning has no effect. Instead, Ross takes pleasure in seeing Graham get upset and isn't shy about showing that he is Kim's extra muscle, and the only person he takes orders from is her. This confrontation shows that Ross is capable of putting significant pressure on Graham. Not only is Ross a tough player, but he is also quick to provoke strong reactions from others, something Graham has always tried to keep under control. This is the weakness Kim is hoping to exploit, but will this strategy work, or will it only make things worse for Kim? However, the bigger question is, who will come out on top in this battle? Ross may be a more predictable factor, but he is also dangerous due to his impulsive nature and lack of emotional control. On the other hand, Graham is more experienced and has the ability to keep his cool in tense situations, but will he have the patience to deal with an opponent who doesn't follow any rules? Kim seems to be succeeding in creating an unstable environment at Home Farm, with Ross already shaking things up in his first week. But does she consider the long-term consequences of putting Ross in the middle of her battle with Graham? Ross's boldness could cause bigger problems, not just for Graham, but for the entire Tate family. He's already started a complicated relationship with Dawn and may cause some awkward dynamics within the Tate family. So, can Kim control the situation? Or will she face unforeseen consequences as Ross becomes more unpredictable? The battle is getting more intense, and there's no telling how it will end. What's happening at Home Farm is not just a power struggle between two men, but also a cunning calculation by Kim. Will she win, or will Ross or Graham emerge victorious? Stay tuned to ensure you don't miss a single exciting moment in this tense showdown. Don't forget to subscribe to stay updated with the latest developments from Emmerdale.